These four teams have offered entertaining football during the Euro 2024 tournament. Even though some reached farther than others in the tournament, all of them showed a desire to win for their countries. Georgia has fielded a 5-3-2 formation, defensive at times, but had clinical counter-attacking moments. A goalkeeper on defend duty in goal. In front of him, a 5 at the back made of 2 fullbacks on support duty and 3 central defenders on defend duty. The fullbacks have the responsibility of giving the formation its width by gradually going up in possession. So, cross more often and get further forward as player instructions for both, and mark tighter for the left-sided one. Tackle harder for the central defenders. The midfield trio is made of a box-to-box midfielder, a ball-winning midfielder on defend duty, and a central midfielder on support duty. They are all asked to mark tighter, and the central midfielder is also asked to get further forward. And the front two are a pressing forward on attack duty and an advanced forward. I chose the pressing forward role for George Micautaze as he has been the most persistent and dangerous attacking player for Georgia. Huicha Kvaratskhelia was asked to close down more often and mark tighter. As you notice, almost all the players are asked to mark tighter, and this is due to Georgia being a very aggressive team when defending, trying to give their opponents as little time as possible on the ball. As mentality, I chose cautious. In possession, standard attacking width, standard passing directness, and a higher tempo. Play for set pieces and be more disciplined. In transition, they did counter-press and preferred to regroup when possible, but they did counter, a lot. I let the goalkeeper decide on the ball distribution type. Out of possession, a low block and a lower defensive line. Beware that this is a very inefficient and goal-inviting setup in Football Manager 2024. If this is too defensive, then switch to a mid-block and a standard defensive line. Trigger press less often and trap outside. Georgia have been a compact team that prioritized defending and counter-attack football, a setup that brought them a prestigious win over Portugal and a run to the second round of the tournament. Turkey fielded a 4-2-3-1 most of the times, so this is the setup we will focus on. A sweeper keeper on defend duty. In front of him, a back four made of 2 ball-playing defenders on defend duty, a wingback and an inverted wingback on attack duty. Mert Muldur has joined the attack every time the opportunity presented itself, but through constant overlaps, while Ferdi Diolu took advantage of his technical skills to become an extra option in the midfield when possible. In front of them, a deep line playmaker and a roaming playmaker on support duty. With this setup, you can notice that there is no natural defensive-minded midfielder. This is due to Turkey playing quite up the field when in possession, which integrated a deep line playmaker in the defensive line alongside the ball-playing defenders. Stay wider for him as he covered the flank when not in possession, giving freedom to the left-sided winger to cut inside and to the inverted wingback to underlap him and overload the attacking midfield area. An inverted winger on support and one on attack duty. Arda Güler is on support duty as he often drifted from his assigned position, taking up the role of Hakan Çalhanoğlu when he got off the pitch. Run from position for him. An attacking midfielder role on attack duty for Orkun Kökçü and the pressing forward on attack duty for the striker. As mentality, positive. In possession, fairly wide attacking width, pass into space and play out of defense, slightly shorter passing directness and a slightly higher tempo, and mixed crosses. In transition, counter-press, counter, and distribute the ball to the defense through short kicks, and out of possession, a high press and a standard defensive line. Trigger press more often and prevent the goalkeeper short distribution. Unlike Turkey, Slovenia preferred to defend and hope for the best, which took them to the second round of the tournament. A classic 4-4-2 formation with a goalkeeper on defend duty in goal, a back four made of 2 fullbacks and 2 central defenders all on defend duty, 2 wingers on support duty on the flanks, 1 box-to-box midfielder and 1 central midfielder on support duty. The box-to-box midfielder is asked to mark tighter to give as little time on the ball as possible to the opposition. 1 deep line forward and 1 advanced forward on attack duty. I know that the highlight of the Slovenian team may have been Benjamin Šeško for a reason or another, but to me, the engine of this tactic was Andras Sporar, a player who seemed to not shy away from dropping deep to collect passes or to link up play for his striker teammate. His mentality, positive. In possession, fairly wide attacking width, shorter passing directness and a standard tempo, mixed crosses and be more disciplined. In transition, counter-press, counter, and distribute the ball to the defense. I let the goalkeeper choose the method for ball distribution. Out of possession, a mid-block, standard defensive line, and trigger press slightly more often. Slovenia may have not had a lot of goal-scoring opportunities, but they gave all for the team and secured an historic run in the tournament holding Portugal to a draw for 120 minutes. Hungary, unlike the aforementioned teams, did not qualify from the group stage, but they did provide one of the moments of the tournament with a 1-0 goal in the 90 plus 10 minute. A 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1 formation for Marco Rossi's team, with the goalkeeper on defend duty in goal. A 3 at the back made of 2 ball-playing defenders on defend duty and 1 central defender on cover duty. 2 wingers on support, which must also defend when needed, creating a 5 at the back. The wingers could also be assigned wingback on support duty roles. In the midfield area, a box-to-box and a central midfielder on support duty. And in front, a trio made of 2 attacking midfielders, 1 on support and 1 on attack duty. Dominik Szoboszlai is the engine of this team. He roams from position, dropping deep or wide to collect the ball, or running in behind the striker to take a chance at the goal. And the striker is assigned a deep line forward on attack duty role. His mentality, positive, in possession, fairly wide attacking width and play out of defense, shorter passing directness and a slightly higher tempo, and mixed crosses. In transition, counter press, counter, and distribute the ball to the defense, and I let the goalkeeper choose the ball distribution method. Out of possession, mid-block and a standard defensive line, trigger press more often and trap outside. Hungary tried to be compact in defense and to play more on the counter-attack, but besides the 90 plus 10 minute against Scotland, they failed often using this playing style. All 4 teams have done more than expected of them at times during the tournament, and irrespective of their results, they are part of Europe's football elite this summer.